bait, but wait. Jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Face cool with the roof, optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say up, so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you don't do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you're not built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Eason. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now the 2nd down throw on target. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Burrow into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He's at the 40. Past the 20, today, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross, 45 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Eason. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tie it right. Even. Fourth down, even.
Check 13, 19, Tiger, 19,
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. There he goes again. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He's off to a great start here in this 1st quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And a give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And 9.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Tucker McCann.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football. In this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll make it third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Yards to go.
From the gun is Eason. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Colts 7.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on first down. Mack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for India.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Complete.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the screen. Kill.
Mixon with a first down carry. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Rodgers on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Eason off the play fake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Eason. Flush to his right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sanchez to kick off for India.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Mixon with it. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed the name. How about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is
Here we go again. Here we go again. 19 tight.
Now it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The ball carrier.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
They'll go again here with Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
10 more there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
At the 26.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. On second down now, it's Mack. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. And
able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to
a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, isn't that I be? My brothers wanna
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Pascal's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The Colt ball.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 20.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
1 yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
36-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Man, it's good to see you out there, baby. Blitz. Single. Check 3.
Here's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Colts 31, Bengals 28. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Joe Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Colts 31.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Rogers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the Bengals grab it. And some space here. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Eason. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Pittman Jr. incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.